You just unlocked your front door. Your dog is vibrating with excitement, tail wagging so hard their entire body is shaking. And what do? You drop your keys, look away, and completely ignore them. For years, popular advice around separation anxiety told us to ignore our dogs when we come home. We were told not to reward the excitement. Keep your energy neutral. A calm arrival trains a calm dog. If you are like most dedicated owners, you have probably been forcing yourself to do this, even though every instinct in your body wants to kneel down and say hello. It feels unnatural. It feels cold. But you do it because you want to raise a well-adjusted, independent dog that does not suffer from separation anxiety. But what if suppressing your greeting is actually making your dog's anxiety significantly worse? When you ignore an excited dog, you are not teaching them to be calm. You are leaving them trapped in a state of high physiological arousal with absolutely nowhere to put that energy. Here's the exact moment this outdated training advice falls apart. A 2021 survey of nearly 2,000 dog owners completely flipped the script on this myth. The researchers found that owners of dogs with separation problems actually reported using lower arousal greetings than owners of dogs without them. Read that again. The calmer the greeting, the worse the separation behavior. The training industry had the cause and effect exactly backwards. Let us dig into the neuroscience of why this is happening to your dog. Your dog's day is an emotional loop, and the two ends of your absence get linked together in their brain. When you walk out the door, they panic. If you come back and create a stressful, confusing, or cold environment, they panic again for completely different reasons. The Royal Veterinary College ran a massive longitudinal study tracking 145 dogs. They found that emotional goodbyes did not actually cause separation problems. What mattered most was the return. Dogs whose owners came home to find damage and responded with visible frustration were 6 times more likely to develop separation-related behaviors. The dog does not connect your frustration to the chair leg it destroyed 4 hours ago. There is no chain of causation available to them over that time window. What the dog connects your frustration to is your arrival, and gradually, your arrival becomes something for them to brace for. Here's the tragic irony. A dog that is anxious about you coming home is a dog that is fundamentally more anxious about you leaving. The entire day becomes an inescapable loop of anticipatory stress. So if ignoring them makes the anxiety worse, and getting frustrated makes it worse, how are you actually supposed to say hello to your best friend? What is the biological code to turn off their stress? The answer is buried in a 2014 study that measured oxytocin and cortisol levels during reunions. Researchers found that physical contact, combined with a verbal greeting, was the only condition that kept oxytocin, the bonding hormone, elevated after the interaction ended. Your dog needs you to close the neurochemical loop. Here is your new, scientifically backed routine for coming home. When you walk through the door, do not ignore them. Kneel down. Use their name. Touch them. You have a very short window before the hormonal moment passes. By actively greeting your dog, you are flooding their brain with oxytocin, which acts as a direct biological counterbalance to the cortisol they have been carrying while you were gone. You are not rewarding bad frantic energy. You are actively co-regulating their nervous system. And let us be honest, we all do that weird, high-pitched, embarrassing, who's a good baby voice when no one else is around. Do not stop doing that. The science literally says that warm tone, paired with words they recognize, is exactly what activates the reward center in their left hemisphere. So keep using the embarrassing dog voice. It is medically approved. For decades, we have been told to suppress our bond with our dogs in the name of obedience. We have been told that acting cold makes them emotionally strong. But your dog is a highly social, genetically engineered companion that thrives on connection. When you walk through that door, you are the best thing that has happened to them all day. You do not need to ignore them to build a confident dog. You just need to say hello. If this video just gave you the permission you have been waiting for to finally greet your dog the way you want to, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below letting me know how your dog says hello. And speaking of how your dog shows love, have you ever wondered why they steal your smelliest, oldest t-shirts and drag them into their bed? That is the next video. And the real reason behind it is going to change how you see their bad behavior forever.